Hello everyone and welcome back to this tutorial. This is part number 7 and we're going to create grass in our scene. And to create grass we're going to use the new strand render feature, what is new in Blender. So what we're going to do is we have this green these green plates, and I think in our tutorial it was still merged. Well, what you need to do is you have to select them all and press P and make that a selection. And if the selection, and you have to select them all together and press Ctrl J, so you're selecting them. So if they are all selected, you can put cross on it. In this case, there is this green ugly color, and we're gonna change that. We're gonna change that with a backplate. With where is that? With grass. There we go. And we have to use projection view. We have some new UV coordinates. Make that a bit bigger. It's not really important because we're not going to see this in the end result, but it's just for the image. So yeah, here we go. I'm just gonna change this one so we have some nice view of the grass like this in our final render. Important thing is that we going to do something before we're gonna work on it. We need to size this scene, fill this format pretty big. Like this is our this field needs to be almost 3 times bigger, something like this. So if we have that, we go back to this one and drag the sunlight also to number 3. So there we go. And we're going to put the grass on it. So remove this one so we have a big view. I'm going to explain something about the new feature. So first of all, we're going to enable it. Particle system, adding a new one, making that hair, and advanced, so we have all the options we want to put on it. By default it's 1000, make that 10, and the reason why is that I want to show you what these things, what pops from the ground are. So by default I think it's supported, make that experimental, then this new option is popping up, and there are some values, so this is all what you need. If I hit render, you can see what happened. You can see this. So they have some random colors. I think they're using the first texture. So I'm making this solid, and I am going to change some values. So what happens if I make that fast plane and if I hit render? You can see they are just planes, very small. I think you can, that it's way fast to work with, but it's not really what I want. It's not displaying the right result. So we have some more tangled normal. That's a little bit better resolution, but still not the thing I want. True normal is the best result, because if I go to accurate, you can see my render times increase, and smooth curves is like massive. Like I have to wait millions hours, and I don't want that. True normal is the best way to go. Yeah, if I drag brown in, I don't know if you can see it. You can see some things there, but some leaves, but it doesn't matter. Make that 0. So this is the first part of the grass. So we go further. We want to make them smaller because they're way too big. And we start by first adding that random, so they have random places, so I forget it, and making this normal. And before I'm filling this in, it's very important that you choose your own values, because I did some experiments and I thought, whoa, this looks cool, but I'm sure there are better ways to create grass. So you get a great, not a great, you get a good result with these values, but if you try something else, you maybe get something way better. So that's cool. Don't take my values as the best there is. Definitely not. So make this minus 0.05 0.04 to start with. No, 0.04. That's better. Not always the minus. And we have these cone looking things, and we want just sweet looking grass. I want not this view, I want to have a closer view of these cones. I think it's the only way to have it. Anyway, hit render again. So to change that to normal grass, we have some more values. We have shape, and we have root and tip. The shape, if I make this 2, you can see the difference. They are more flat. If I make this 0, they are like this. I think it's normal value. -1, it looks like this. So looks pretty cool, right? My value that worked was 0.04. What the -0 minus 0.04 minus 0.04. Oh my god. Yes, I'm doing it right. So, and then we have the root. The root is where it starts. So this is a very big size, and then it's getting to the root, the tip, what is 0. So we have to change the root still to a value 0.0008. There we go, and then it disappeared. Doesn't matter, because we're gonna see them later, but they are totally disappeared right now. It doesn't matter. And we need to change to 0.0003. So you can't see anything, so we go back to this solid view, so you can see the grass particles. And we need to change some more values. One of them is the Brownian. We did it before to show you what it does, and I'm giving that a point 0.00. What was it? Should I do 6? Yeah, or I can maybe make it 7.607. There we go. So you can see it's now a bit curvy. So nice result. What do we need to change more? Oh yeah, there we go. We need to add some children. And this is a funny thing, because this makes the grass looks good or totally wicked. We make that simple, and what happens is for 1 grass particles, it's now displaying 10 more, so it's now groupy, and it's rendering 100. So to make it not slow my viewport, it's just displaying 10. But if I hit F12, it's displaying 100. 100 is a bit too much. I'm making it 55. So normally what we will see is this when I hit render. Pretty good, but they are all popping out straight from, and they don't have any variation. And you can change that. I'm just bringing this back to 20, so you can see something. We have clump, and let's see what happened if I change clump. This doesn't look like grass. They are coming together. It's maybe very sweet, but if I just go to the minus value, it looks way better. So give it something like, well, make it easy, -0.4. Something like this. Then we have shape. What happens if I change that? It looks like cool. This works, I think, for grass. Also this works. So I think I make something like -0.4. Yeah, looks good. Then we have length, and if I change that, I make it smaller. Make this 0.7. I think that works pretty good. Radius, they go out or in, and something like 0.2. It is 0.2. So, and I think this is totally ridiculous, because if I change this, you have to make it very small, 0.001, to see any difference. And yeah, same for this one, 0.001. You can see some difference, but yeah, this is the cool part. You can experiment and find out what kind of values works the best for you. So yeah, that's it. Do we have some more important values? Yeah, what I said, there are more, but I didn't see any big difference when I hit render. And my camera is, well, it's now close, but normally it's far away from this angle. So if you are a pretty good guy, if you can see the difference if you change that small values. I can imagine if you have a very close render, it will be a massive difference, but for this one it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's displaying 10. Let's make that 9,000. So this looks really like a lot of grass. You know, maybe even 11,000. Okay, but we still don't have a texture on it, so we have to do that, and we go to the material. This is the ground, and we want something for the grass, so we're adding a new one and an image. We're gonna open one. I have two grass particles. This is a brown, this is a very green one. I'm gonna just choose that one, and we go to the node editor to apply it on the texture. So this is our image, and we want, if you go to the preview, and we're making that a strand. So when I applied it, first it looks like this, like it's gray, and doesn't look any good. So now it looks like the yellow part starts on the left and it's green, and I want the green down there, and then it's getting a bit yellow and white on the top. So I'm making that for flat $2, and there is, I think, any difference. Now it looks just jellies. So if we go to add input hair info, put it there, and use the interset to the vector, then we have the right thing. So we go back to the 3D viewport, and I think oh yeah, one more thing, the render mode in the viewport won't display the final result. So for making a little bit, and don't want to crash it. Whoa, there we go. If I hit render, let's have a look what we have. You can see it takes a long time. Oh yeah, we still don't have anything, and that's because we have to apply texture number 5 on it. There we go. And 6. There is no 6. There's only 5. Hit render again. It should work. It does. It does work. So here we have grass, and if you think you need more, you can rise up the children, or just adding some more, and maybe 12,000 looks better. You can see some empty holes, but this camera angle is way more far away. So yeah, you have to think what you want. So I'm making this a value of 10, so it's a bit faster, yeah, and bringing this back to the scene. And don't know why this is there, totally no idea why we separate that. So bringing the camera back, come on, yeah, you can see it's already a bit slower. So this is what we finally have, and we should change this sunlight a bit like this, and change the amount to 0.02. So we have sharp shadows, what I really like. Maybe we have to change that later. So make this a bit yellow, no, not yellow, a little bit, and hit render again. Let's see what will happen. So we have some nice grass over there, and because I'm changed that to a value of 10, you won't really see a lot. I can imagine, because it's so small, that what we can do, I think that looks pretty cool. We go to the sparkles and make this 0.06, or maybe 0.07. Yeah. Hit render again. Yeah, it looks already a bit thicker. And just have a look if that is around 40. So we have a lot of grass. Yeah, this is really a lot of grass. So what will happen is this. Come on. Yes, I think this is better, way better. If you notice this grass is really popping out straight, you can change that by these values. I think if you make this 0.2, you have a totally different. It's maybe fun to check it out. Now it's -0.4. If you make that 0.2, yeah, you can see there is a big difference. We have to wait, and it doesn't matter because we like that. And we have some different grass. Yeah, well, I hope you like this grass short tutorial, and I hope to see you in the next tutorial or the next part where we're gonna create some trees. Yeah, trees. So see you soon. See ya.